video I'm going to describe how to take measurements to make the 19th century corset. This particular corset is one that is stitched in the front, has multiple panels, is alterable on the side seam, and then has multiple panels on the back and laces at center back. The reason this is spread so much here at center back is because this is a hard body mannequin and the bosom doesn't squish, and I'll talk about squish factor later. So start by taking the body circumference measurements. You're going to want to take the bust measurement, making sure that measuring tape is horizontal all the way around. Don't let it slip down like that. You want that all the way around the bust. And then the bust side seam to side seam in the front. And that is from the side seam across the front to the other side seam. This tells us a little bit about where your client carries their weight, whether they have a very broad back because they're on the rowing team, or if they have more in the front. This just gives you a snapshot about that. You'll want to take the side seam across the back measurement for the same reason. You'll want to add these two together and they should add up to the total bust. Next, you're going to want to measure the apex to apex, mid-shoulder to waist over the bust apex, the mid-shoulder to the apex, and then that same apex to waist. We want to make sure this measurement plus this measurement adds up to this measurement. Check your math. Next, you'll measure the waist, and again, the waist side seam across the front to the other side seam, and then side seam across the back to the other side seam. These two should add up to the total waist. Next, the hip, you want to take, depending on the style of your corset, and the corset I just showed you goes to just past the high hip. So you want to take a measurement 3 inches down from the waist. Find what that measurement is. And 6 inches down, what that circumference is. And then if your corset is very long, you might want to go 9 inches down, but I doubt you'd ever use that. Those are the measurements you'll need to take to start patterning the 19th century corset.